and I need to obey him. Is that correct? And they're concerned about me being a free agent. Had nothing to do with my well-being, did it? So no. Had everything to do with another property manager and plantation owner getting a hold of me and making money off of me. Is that correct? Were they selling these videos that they were using these ghost cameras for to capture me illegally? Were they putting that on the dark web? Was this orchestrated by Jeffrey Smith giving over the footage to Midnight Productions? And Midnight Productions then made sure that it was available for the dark web for whoever subscribed to that channel. Now, do they still have the fans only page of me? Did I give them permission to do a fans only page? Did I give them permission? No? Okay. If a house is inundated with these spirit ghost cameras that the owner did not give permission for them to be in their home, is it difficult for their angels, for the angels to enter into the home to protect psychically, spiritually, the subject of the home, the homeowner? Is it difficult for the angels to enter into a home like that? If it's an unclean environment spiritually. And do these cameras contribute to an unclean environment? And I know this to be true because there'd be many times that I would try to speak with METATRON or even my angels, and they wouldn't come through. And I was like, is that because of the presence of those spirit cams? And they would say yes. Isn't that correct? He thinks you guys can see the yes and no much better when he turns to the side. Ain't that right? Isn't that why you do that? Okay. All right. So, my family, are they happy that the truth is coming out? And the crazy part about it, I hear that they blame me for their suffering, correct? They blame me for their suffering because what? I'm so selfish, right? Isn't that what y'all say about me? She just only think about herself. I said this, almost a year ago. That me speaking about what I'm going through, being completely abused, tortured. And then when I speak about it, I'm being selfish because there's so many people that's doing it that everybody is going to go down. And that nobody's going to speak about it because there's so many people involved. Is that correct? Too many people in high places, not just my family. It's the people who gave my family the permission and the platform to do this. To make this stage play for the devil. But yet they look at me and say, oh, you're so selfish because all you care about is you and how you're being. Well, you know what? I've been trying to get this shit out for 5 years. At some point, maybe you would have thought and said, no, I'm going to stop doing it. Because eventually the truth is going to come out, and I don't want to be down there when that truth comes out. I've been completely open and honest about my intentions. But to this day, not one of you have stopped. You're still wishing evil on me. And does not the scripture say, do not call down evil on your brother, for you yourself know that you have fallen short of the glory of God? How do you justify your actions as being loving in any shape, way? How can you justify this? It's nothing loving about it. If you got to be violent to a person to show love, then you have to love the way the devil loves. Because my father don't love like that. You know, and I know a lot of things aren't told to the population because of their ability to handle it, and what hysteria or mind traps might happen, or blocks they might settle for themselves, or feeling of worthiness or worthlessness might instill. But I'm going to say this right now. Any understanding that comes to me, it is time for it to be spoken. Because I'm not a keeper of secrets. If it's come to me to enlighten, I'm going to tell as many people as I know, because that is my heart condition. Because I truly want people to be benefited. I don't want people to be like, all the other people who are like, oh my gosh, I know a secret, and I'm so much better than you, and I get to use this secret to have power over people and manipulate people and hurt people and harm people to my advantage when I don't feel good about myself. So I can go torture somebody behind a telephone screen or a computer screen. From my career in the hair business. Teach you how to care for your hair. Educate you. What's right and what's wrong. What's the truth and what's not. So if you ever go to another hairstylist other than me, you know what the truth is. So if you hear some bullshit, I told you. I'm not going to hold on to some information to make myself more powerful. I'm not that person. So, what I know today, I didn't know 5 years ago. But as I know it, I tell it. And that one, the Almighty, knows this very well of me. Got that mouth. I'm tell. Especially if some bullshit is being done to hurt people. But especially even more so, loving me. Don't want to see other human beings in any way, shape, form in my situation. I couldn't be the silent wise man. There'd be no way I would just keep my mouth shut and not tell my children what the fuck is really going on here. How to benefit themselves. I mean, if you want to do this as a rite of passage, at least the women in Africa that sends their 13-year-old son off into the wilderness and just throw him out there and hope that he comes back a man so he can be a man in the village. The men in the village trained that boy. They taught him how to hunt, how to survive, how to do this, and how to get to food. Everything he needed to know. But that's not what you guys are doing. Y'all up to some real fuckery. Because you don't want anybody to come back. You want to be able to kill them so you can make your money off of them. As a piece of meat. We ain't cattle. So yeah, if it's about human life, if it's about the intentions of my father, Hell, motherfucking yeah, I'm gonna say that shit. My mouth gonna run all the goddamn time. Y'all put me in this shit. I didn't sign up for no list to come up there and be fucked over by you. I wasn't signing no petition every year saying keep me in this bullshit. Y'all could kick me out a long time ago. So you need to start looking in the mirror. Stop blaming me for telling my truth. It's not my secret. It's yours. And if you're so fucking ashamed of your own secret, how the fuck you got it?